In the meantime, we must get to our colleague, Kelly Agiga, who, by the way, will join us shortly. But right now, he's at the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. Hello, Kelly. Good to see you. What can you report at this particular point in time?
Well, Bukola, Jeff, good morning. Good morning, Lagosians. Good morning, Nigerians. I'm just wondering in my mind when the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway will be free of drama and accidents. We just witnessed one instanta. This vehicle here, it's very, very risky, but we have to do this for our viewers to see. This vehicle here just ran into the white Benz over there. And you can just see, just come with me quickly and let's see if we can just take the shots of the bonnet of this vehicle. This just happened a few seconds ago. The reason for this is not far-fetched. The expansion joints right here on this particular bridge, the Kara Bridge, is what is causing these kind of accidents and events. It's really very risky, but because the expansion joints here has given way, many of the vehicles would have to slow down, practically slow down. For those who perhaps do not have that foresight, that is what I just played out. So this vehicle here was, I mean, on a very high speed, and by the time the white Benz there slowed down, this just ran into it, and that's why I can see the bonnet. This just happened less than 1 minute ago. So what we have is that on this expressway and this Kara Bridge precisely, only one part of one of those lanes over there is good. So for those who are familiar with this route or this axis, they have to go through that axis where the road is better, where the expansion joints are not damaged or faulty. But for those who are not aware, this is what they've been left to battle with. Guys, we just witnessed this less than just few seconds ago. We have this shot, and I believe that our producer can put it up for our viewers to see, replay it for our viewers to see what exactly just played out here at the Kara Bridge. Guys.
So Kelly, I drive through that place almost every other day, and it's very disturbing to see how deep that expansion joint is when you drive through. So what happens usually is people are not familiar with it, will just drive usually, but people who are familiar will go towards the right, which is a bit better than the left if you're coming or outbound Lagos. So it's very unfortunate to see that this is happening. We hope the authorities can act as soon as well. But have you been able to have any conversation with anyone around that area about maybe as any authority, is it FEMA now or is it Ministry of Works, have they been able to come there? Are they aware of what is going on at this particular point? Because this is an expressway, so the vehicles are supposed to be on high speed naturally.
Yes, it's a bit noisy here, and I'm losing my voice, but I hope you can hear me loud and clear. So last night I had to reach out to the Federal Controller Works, and I was told that the Ogun State axis is responsible for this maintenance work here. So I reached out to the Federal Controller Works, Ogun State's engineer Komalafe, who actually, a fine gentleman, explained exactly what has been happening on this axis. So if you're familiar with the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, we have bridges like this. Here we have the Kara Bridge, we have the Long Bridge, we have another bridge somewhere around Areko, and then somewhere around Magboro. From the Long Bridge to Areko and Magboro, these bridges have been successfully rehabilitated, or the expansion joints, I should precisely say, have been successfully rehabilitated. But that is not the case for the Kara Bridge. And what he explained to me is that for every time they deploy his men here to work, the pressure that comes with the maintenance work here always makes them to suspend the maintenance work here. And so, for instance, there was some sort of maintenance work somewhere around Christmas, somewhere around Easter, somewhere around the just concluded Salah as well. And so because of the high traffic that is always on this axis. Remember, this is the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, one of the busiest expressways in the continent. So they had to suspend maintenance work again because of the pressure, because of the burden on motorists. You can see the volume of motorists who are on this axis at this time. In the next 1 hour, we are likely to experience traffic here as a result of this. Outbound Lagos, inbound Lagos as well. It's a familiar sight for motorists.
So Kelly, what you're saying is that, if I get you correctly, that rehabilitation work had actually commenced on that particular portion of the Kara end of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway, but it had to be suspended for one reason or the other.
Yes. So the Controller Works Engineer Kamal Affair mentioned that on four occasions, his men had been deployed down here to fix this infrastructure. But because of the pressure, because of the traffic, because of the congestion and gridlock that it caused, because for the Federal Ministry of Works to fix this road, they would have to, for instance, block this section. Maybe the 2 lanes, it's about maybe a 3-lane expressway, a 3 or 4 lane. But if they are going to do that maintenance work, they would have to close or block 2 lanes. And so motorists will be left with just 1 lane to ply this axis. So because of the impact, that was why it had to be suspended. So on 4 occasions, we have, on 4 occasions, he said, they have had to suspend work. But guys, so much, when you look at this expressway, we have a big problem in terms of maintenance, in terms of vandalism. Take, for instance, look at this. These pavements here were supposed to help perhaps prevent accidents and all of that, but it's been vandalized. It's been vandalized. Also, if you come towards the median as well, just follow me quickly. If you come towards the median as well, take a look at this as well. You can see how damaged, vandalized as well, somewhere here. And then not to mention the death, the mess at the medians of the Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. I'm trying hard not to mess the breakfast of our viewers who may be watching us around the world, but we have to call the authorities to pay attention to this. So outbound Lagos, this is what you see. Inbound Lagos as well, if we can zoom to that as well. The expansion joint as well, inbound Lagos, somewhere in the middle of the road as well, is also giving way.
Kelly, very, very important expose that you have done for us this morning. And based on this, we'll look forward to a conversation with the Federal Controller of Works on the state of that particular portion, expansion joint on Lagos-Ibadan Expressway. And just to add that, as you approach the Long Bridge from the Wawa and inbound Lagos as well, there are 2 expansion joints that are gradually giving way and may become worse, particularly at this time during the rains. But Kelly, very quickly, before you now begin your journey back to the studio, talk to us about the drivers involved in that accident that has just occurred. Do you have any information on their well-being, particularly the one driving the black SUV that had a bad, what do you call it now, bonnet, during...